here is your glute workout. So we are going to be working into the muscle at the side here, the glute medius, and working all around into the glutes so that we relieve pressure in the tops of the thighs and we really work this muscle because quite often it's very weak on us. So what we need to be doing is making sure, first of all, that we're tucking the belly button in and tucking the tailbone under. So just make sure that you are getting into that position before you're doing your glute bridges or any of the exercises, any leg lifts, anything like that. You need to really extend through the hip, front of the hip, and tuck and squeeze so that we're in that neutral position and we haven't got any great hollowing of the lower back or pushing forward of the rib cage. Remember, you need to keep the rib cage down, and then you can see the little pooch there comes in. So we pull the belly, rib comes down, and then we tuck the tailbone under, we pull the belly button in, and we're into that sort of neutral alignment in the front there. Okay, so make sure you've got the band with you, so you can put a band around your knees. If you can't find the band, then you need to make sure if you've got a long towel you can tie around, or a t-shirt or something like that, that will work too. I'm going to use this as my bench. If you've got a kitchen bench or something like that, then jump on that. To start with though, we're going to come down onto all fours. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. You don't need the band to start with. Come down onto all fours, and we're just going to do a minute, 30 seconds on each side of what I call the dirty dog. So hands are under the shoulders, knee is coming up and out to the side. So you're just lifting the leg straight up and out to the side, squeezing into the side of that hip, into the glutes, making sure you've got that little tailbone tuck that I just showed you, and just lift slowly out and in. Make sure you're coming right out to the side. Make sure your knee is bent at 90 degrees, like you want to be trapping a pen behind the knee basically. All the way up and out, and then bring it back in. Let's do the other side. So you're not leaning to the side, you've got equal weight on both hands. You've got the body weight through the middle of the body. We're not opening the hips out to the side as we lift the leg. And you might find that one side is working better than the other, or lifts easier because we've got that weakness one side more than we've got it the other. So lifting that knee all the way up and out to the side and bringing it back down. Let's go for 5 more seconds and relax. Right, okay, so we're going to come down into a glute bridge. So you want to be on your back first of all, and then we're going to cross our left knee over the right. So you've got your left foot on your right knee. I want your elbows pushing down into the ground with your fists up, and then you're going to push that hip up. Make sure you've got that pelvic tilt. You're going to push the hip up, keeping the foot nice and close to the butt, and then, sorry, just start the time. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side again. And as you push the hips up, you're pushing your elbows into the floor. So the hips going up, we're squeezing into the bottom around the back, into the side, and at the same time drive your elbows down into the floor. So give me 3 more this side, and then we'll even it out and do 3 or more on the other side. Okay, so pop the left foot down, right foot on the left knee, tuck the pelvis, bring the foot in nice and close, and then pushing through those elbows, push the hips up. So big squeeze up, and then tap the hips back down, all the way up and down. Good, keep it going. Big squeeze, and lift and lower. Good, knee out to the side, squeeze into the side of your hip. You should sort of get almost a little dimple if you're pushing right into it properly, and you've got that pelvic tilt, so it's turned on. 1 more, and relax. Right, grab the band for the next one. Put it around your thighs and bring it above the knees. So it's just up above the knees. Then come back down into your glute bridge. Elbows into the floor again. Tilt the pelvis before you start. So dropping the rib cage, pushing it against the floor. Lower back pushing against the floor. Keeping the pubic bone up. Pushing up, but also out. So as you push up, you are pushing out on the band. All right, so I'm going to start the time. We're going to do a minute of these. So push your elbows down into the floor, tilt the pelvis, really feel the cut in the glutes where it meets the hamstrings. Keep your feet nice and close to your bottom so that you're really getting into the glutes and we're not pushing into the backs of the legs, the hamstrings at all. And every time you push up, you must push out onto that band. If you can feel, take your elbows away for a second and feel that dimple coming in at the sides of the hips so that you're really squeezing into those glutes. That's it. And then if you put your hands back, and as you lift up, you press out with the legs onto that band and you press down onto the floor with your arms. That's it. Keep it going. Big push up. Make sure you tilt that pelvis. Let's do 4 more. 1, good, feel it in the hips. 2, right here on the outside edge of your butt. 3, last one, and 4. Good stuff. Okay, come and sit yourself up and you can get rid of that band for a second. And let's go into a side leg lift. So, what I want you to do is come onto your left hand side, keep your left arm straight and bend your left leg, and then you're coming up onto that left leg really high, so it's like a high side plank. And then all we're going to do is we're going to lift and lower that right leg up and down. So push down into your hand this side, and then keeping the tummy tight, shoulders back. So if you look down, you've got a straight line, and lift. Now I want you to take the toes down towards the floor and the heel up, and just keep pressing. All right, if you need to stop and have a break at any time because it's weak at the moment and it's hurting here and it's hurting under here, then you do that. We're only doing 30 seconds on each side, so try and stay up if you can, but just break. That's it, last one, turn to the other side. So we're coming up on the right hand, right hip, so this might be hard on that underside. Make sure the knee is back behind you, both knees are in line with each other, stacked on top of each other, and then toe down, heel up and lift. So this hip under here will be working nice and hard, and we're lifting into this one. Make sure as you look down, straight line, no creases in the front of the hips. Push those hips forward. It's hard, it doesn't look hard, it looks really easy. We're going slow, it looks simple, but it works so much into the sides of the hip that don't get worked and are often very weak after we've had children, start running, got injuries, and relax. Oh, well done, excellent. All right, coming back to the original side, we are going to lie down. You can lie your head right down if you want, or you can come up onto your hand, and then bend that bottom knee so it's back behind you, and then again, toes down, heel is up, and we are just going to do a little combination of 3 exercises. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to lift up and down, toe down, heel up, and we're going to lift that leg up and down. Tummy is tight to keep us still. We want to isolate into this part of the hip here, into the glutes, just lift and lower. That's lovely, well done. Okay, hold it there, hold the leg up, and now push back. From centre, push back, keep the toe down, keep the heel up, and just push. Don't swing, just push that leg back behind you, squeezing into those glutes. Jane Fonda style, but it works. Keep pushing that foot back, keeping the tummy tight. Lovely. Last one in this 3, knee comes up. It's like you're riding a bike. Keep the leg high and then swing it all the way around. Make sure the energy is in the hip, not in the thighs or anywhere else. We're working right into here. We want that muscle to really work. Take the pressure off the thighs, off the knees. Last one, and relax. Well done. Flip over as quick as you can onto your other side, and we'll do the same 3 exercises the other way. So knees bent underneath, toes down, heel up on that top foot, lift and lower. So it's 20 seconds on each exercise. Tummy is nice and tight, toes are down, heel is up, and we just lift. Now, on the side where you feel the weakest, you can do a second set. So in other words, you're doing more on one side than you are on the other. So go back, or if it's really tired, then leave it for now and add on each week another set on that side. Now push back, keep the toe down, the heel up, push that weight back behind you, use your other hand on the floor to keep your balance, push that foot right back, bring it to centre, back, bring it to centre, back, 2 more, last one. Now ride that bike, pedal round just like you would on a big bicycle wheel, bringing the knee in, doesn't need to come too far up, but push down away from you and back behind you. Down, away, back behind. Down, away, back behind. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Make sure you keep your leg lifted on those. Right, last one, you need that bench, but before you get on the bench, put the band around your thighs, and we're going to lie face down on the bench. I've only got this tiny little table to demonstrate, but you can have a longer bench so that you can lie on. And then you want the crease of your hips to come at the edge of this bench here. And then we're going to lie forwards, holding on to your bench underneath. I'm going to hold on at the sides because I haven't got very much of an underneath. We're not going to swing our legs in the air. We are going to lift using our glutes, pressing out on the band, lower the toes down, and then lift up and out. Slowly lift up and out. That's it. Good. Lift up, out to the side. Lift up, adjust myself. Lift up and out to the side. Good. So you're lifting the legs, not swinging them. Lift up, lower down. Keep the legs nice and straight. Lift, but you must push out. So it's like a Y shape with the legs. Push up and squeeze into those glutes. Lovely. Keep it going. If you can do 4 more, I needed another bench really. That was hurting. Let's do 2 more. 1, last one, and 2. Good stuff. All right, we'll leave it there for that video. Well done. Work into those glutes. A little bit of effort on that either every day or every other day is really going to make a difference on the alignment, taking the pressure off the front of the thigh and into those knees, and really help get the strength into the glutes, which is what we need. Enjoy.